In 2025, I started documenting my Project Pan journey, and this is the first update in 2026. We have some empties and some laughs, and we have some sad news as well in this one. And I appreciate all of you guys that have stuck with me. Thanks for following along, and don't forget to subscribe. To make the Project Pan a little bit easier, I have removed all of the excess lip balms, and I chose one Aquaphor, one Carmex, and one peptide treatment for my nightstand. And then I just put all the extra ones in there. And the same for my purse. I put the SPF one and the peptide one. And I have the Vaseline, the small one, in there as well. And for makeup, I kind of want to try that Project 10 Use thing. There's another one in here. I think this is the 6th. I have an app that's like a counter, and I'm gonna put products in here, not like this one. I know this one's kind of getting low and I want to use it because it is over a year old, but it's a product I know I like. So I want to do this sort of to get to know the other products. I think I had 8 in there already chosen, and that's this highlighter from Milani. I believe I'm not gonna love the pink one, but I want to give it 10 uses to try and see. It's going in and Mary Lou is going out. And then Makeup by Mario I want to finish, but we're gonna put it on the 10 use thing again. Going in, and this one is going in here. And I've been using this palette and I know I like it, and I want to try to get to know this Wet n Wild one, so that's going in. I know I like this one. Going in here, and we are going to try the medium one. And let's give that 10 uses. I'm taking my Dior out. I'm gonna try to pan this one. It's getting the 10 uses, but I kind of want to try and pan it. For blush, I'm taking out Shelly because I love it. I know I do. And I'm gonna try Tier 1 Exotic Daisy. And I'm gonna pair that with Tickle Me Pink because I just want to give it 10 uses, and I know that it can soften this one if it's too bright. Lastly, I'm taking out this one. I do really like it, so that's definitely a good dupe for the Maybelline powder that was discontinued. But I want to see, no, not this one, this one. I want to see if it is a color that I can use or not, so we're gonna have to give this 10 uses. And then I kind of want to see if I like this one. I bought it thinking it was kind of a different color, but yeah, let's put that in there for 10 uses. Okay, and then not on that list, but I'm gonna be focusing on trying to finish the e.l.f. Halo Glow and this one next, because this one's quite light and the Halo Glow is quite dark, and the other ones are being put in the back because these two have less in them. The Halo Glow is older than this one. This one's darker than these two, so we have to try to get through this one, and I have to actually see if I like it or not, but we're about halfway. I think I checked inside with a light. I think we are right on track with this one. It expires in February and we are super close to finishing it, so I'm happy. No. Okay, there were only a few drops left. Okay, so I'll just put this in the Empties in a little bag. But I'm using the actual thing for oil, so I just finished one of these finally. That's this, the rest. I was told to check the expiry on the sunscreens. This one says 27, the unopened ones, and this one 28, I guess. Would this be March of 28? So even if they're unopened, do they expire then? I was watching a video yesterday of somebody decanting this type of product that has the little thing inside, because I don't like this kind of applicator. I don't put it straight to my face, so I'm always like scraping to the brush and stuff, and it's just annoying. I'm gonna try decanting it into this. I hope it's not too thick or anything. So yeah, I think it's gonna be easier to mix in and use up with my other foundations this way. Topper is out. I think we have about half left. Okay, she is thick. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this for a while to get the last stuff out. Right, here is where we're at. I've scraped as much as I can from this with a brush and this thing. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I honestly think nothing's gonna be finished this month. Like, I have no good updates. Like, this is half. Maybe this one's probably gonna be finished this month. I think that's it with like these products. This is probably gonna be next month or the month after that. These, like, not at all. And this is David's cream. He's going through it super slowly, so I'm thinking maybe like February at the soonest. Actually, this month, this might be finished. I still have. Thing here is like pretty much full. That one will probably be gone. Or I mean, this one will be gone in January. So maybe not as bad as I thought. I was really trying to focus on this lip liner because this one's easy to finish, but my lips have been so chapped that I can't use anything. So this will probably be February as well. Okay, I have a small update. I have tried the bronzer number 30 and it's a little bit too dark, and this one is fine. However, the lightest one is more appropriate for me because I have this one that's a little bit darker. I don't really need both. This one's perfect when I'm a little bit tanner, and the lighter one when I'm fairer. And I love this one, the Mega Bronzer Cool. However, I don't really love how big it is because I travel a lot. And my sister is in the hallway and she just told me that hers broke, and I've told her about not buying anything and letting me know. So I'm gonna give her this one and see which one she'll like. And her daughter is tanner and I think she'll like this one. So these three are going. Okay, I have done this highlight that I thought was too pink because I always swatch it next to, next to my Mary Lou. This is Dolce Perla from Milani. And I've been holding on because I love my Mary Lou so much, but it is like 10 or 11 years old, honestly. And it is this one here. And now, I'm like, I know I should declutter it because it's so old. And when I'm using this, because I use so little, it doesn't show up pink. It's really nice on my skin. And this one will last forever as well. So I don't need to have many highlighters, you know? So, and I also have this tiny one. One here is C-Pop from Becca. This one's kind of like an in-between, and this one's also newer that I was gifted. So I could very well get rid of this one. So I kind of need your help. I've repressed this and hit pan on this like this twice. So this is the second time. Do I now just get rid of it because it's so old? Or do we not care about how old it is and we keep using it because I love it? Like, I would definitely repurchase this in the future. But I am now fine with having these and decluttering this, and I would then put this one in the declutter box for until the end of the year to do the big declutter. And also, like, if I change my mind, you know, because we're doing it slowly, I need your help with that because I was pregnant with Oliver, who is now 9. I had just found out I was pregnant with Oliver because I bought this when I was in makeup school. So he is 9 and it's 10 years old. So yeah, I mean, I would be fine with having these. And then I have some cream highlights as well. So let me know. And I think some of these products, I don't need the 10 uses to decide if I like them. Of course, I am gonna keep them in if I do need the 10 uses. Like I am still a little bit unsure if I need this one, and I have to see how fast I finish powders, because I have always just used loose powders. I never use pressed ones. But I'm keeping on with the Mario. I really like it, and I'm just gonna pan it, I think. But this one I like. I know I like it. I know I don't want to declutter it. And this could be a good replacement when I finish Shelly from Benefit, if I ever do. But that's pretty old as well. But I'm not ready to let go of that one though, even though it's probably 6 years old. I don't know. But I do really like it. I don't want to get rid of that one though. What do you guys think about expiration dates like that? Like I know, yeah, I don't know. And I've been using this. I bought the Estee Lauder pump for this last year, and every time I pump it, it gets stuck. Like everybody was saying that the Estee Lauder pump was the best for this because the dropper sucks, and now I just want the dropper back, but I threw it out. We have an empty, and we are gonna choose this one next. And I'm working super hard on this one. I've realized that it doesn't really work as a concealer. I'm not sure if it's because of this concealer or if it's because it's old. It's not that old. It is expired by what it says on here, but I'm kind of just using it as foundation. I just kind of want to get rid of it. I checked yesterday and it's like down to here. So I'm just trying to get it out. I am taking the stopper out and depotting the rest of this into here, and I am seeing what's left in there, obviously, and moving on to this. I don't feel like this does anything as a concealer, so I'm kind of using this as a foundation. I'm trying it now. I just booked a trip for 4 days to Paris with my sister and my friend for my birthday. My sister's and my birthday. I'm a twin, and I want to take this as my foundation, and I just tried it and it looks really good. I need 2 pumps minimum for a foundation, so it's right under the concealer line now, so I'm gonna see next time I use it how much I use with 2 pumps, because the trip is at the end of March, and I got this as a birthday present last March, and I still want this to be here then because I'm only taking hand luggage. So we shall see how long this lasts. I want to make progress on it, but I don't want to finish it either. So yeah, maybe there isn't much left in here. Okay, so this is what I got. How much is in here? It looks like it's like separating. Let's just finish this. I think if I use this as foundation, it can't be more than like 3 uses. That looks gross. We have been barking all morning. Rocky, look, you want to gästa. Kante. Kante. Kan du se mamma? Cutie. Cutie. Lille sajti. Lille sajti. Huh. I was thinking, these solid shampoo and conditioning bars, these last a really long time and they're very good. They're from Tropic, it's called. And I thought, because I'm traveling quite a lot this year, instead of trying to pan it, I am going to relocate those into my travel stuff and just cross them off like they're gone and just go to this one now, because it kind of makes no sense for me to pan it here, because I think it's gonna be such a great thing to have a solid bar for traveling. I've never used solid shampoo or conditioner. This is my first time, and I think those are really good, and I did not think the conditioning bar would be as good. So for traveling, I mean, I can put them in hand luggage and there's no problem, and they won't spill or leak, and they last so long that, for example, I'm taking hand luggage, shampoo and conditioner for me, my sister, and my friend in hand luggage. And if I take those 80 milliliter things, that's not gonna last. I have really long hair, and the conditioner is gonna be like 2 times for me or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And it also got me thinking that I think this would be the perfect travel item. So I might just take it out of the inventory and use it as travel, like strictly. Because it's just so perfect. It's so tiny. Look, like compared. And it will be used up really easily that way anyway. So I kind of want to use things in like their best ability and to make things enjoyable. Like for these, it is more convenient for me to travel with bars. So why wouldn't I just save them for traveling? Okay, this is finally finished. I scraped the rest out of the insides and it's empty. So I guess since I put the other one in my travel as a foundation, and okay, so these two are correctors. This one's more hydrating, this one's a dryer. This one's my recent one that I love. And then I have one that's older in my purse. I always have to have something in my purse for touch-ups. So I feel fine having the Essence Sensitive in my purse. So I guess I'm just gonna start using this. This I was gifted from my friend who opened this probably like 2 years ago. And this is my preferred corrector. So I'm just gonna start using this one and this one together, and I will just keep this one in here because this one is since July. So yeah, good. This has finally finished. I am not gonna put it into the empties because I'm gonna keep this because I think it's gonna be good to put this in when I need to use this, because this one pours out really quick and the other one has a pump. Okay, this is officially finished. If you want something that really gets your money's worth, it's this thing. This is like, there's almost like a hole poking through. It like self squeezes completely. So yeah, let's pick another one. Okay, so in here are the things that are opened. So I was playing around with these a little bit on the back of my hands. I think it was this one. And for some reason, I felt like with the La Roche-Posay, I feel really comfortable. But this one felt like weird, like on my fingers. So I'm not sure how it's gonna feel on my fingers and my face, and if this one's different. So I'm gonna have to do some testing over the next week and I'll let you know. This Mario cream bronzer is probably the most like visually appealing update of the month. Other than that, I'm trying to get through this one and I'm using it with this one. This one's going, but I kind of think it might be breaking me out. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow that I depotted, but I have been mixing these two together. However, I am preferring this one, but yeah, I don't know. With this one, I need 2 pumps. With this one, I only need 1 pump. So this one is probably a better value at the end. So it is the 30th of January and we are doing the finale of this month's video. I just checked into the empty box. There isn't much there. I haven't really been focused on like trying to finish anything. I've just been doing everything naturally. I haven't like tried to excessively use anything. I feel like everything is going to be used up at like the same time. I feel like everything's pretty full now. I've had a lot of empties in 2025, like 16 and plus. So I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a slower start this year, which is fine. But I haven't really been into doing anything Project Panny this like the second half of this month. Because my grandma died. So she passed away on a Monday. I was with her. We all got to say goodbye. She wanted to go many years ago. She was 92. She had a wonderful life and she was the best. I have her makeup back here. I'm using it now. And we had her funeral 2 days ago. It was really nice. It was really beautiful. My twin sister, she read a poem that she made when she was 14, when she was starting to be scared that my grandma would die. And my grandma made like all the requests for her funeral like 10 years ago. So all the songs, everything, how she wanted it was all laid out. So that was nice and it was amazing. And my mom and her brother had talked to the priest, and there were like beautiful stories about how my grandma and my grandpa met. My grandpa died 2017. How they met. He was from Austria and he didn't speak any English or Icelandic when they met. He was in the Icelandic Symphony and she was nursing at the time, or studying nursing, and he came to the hospital with a symphony and was like performing for the sick people. It was like a nice gesture, and she was there and they looked at each other and like he couldn't keep his eyes off her. I didn't know this story like in such details, and he couldn't talk to her, so he asked his symphony friend that could speak Icelandic to ask her like for him to, that he wanted to take her out on a date. And then I have to ask my mom about like how they communicated and stuff, like how they did anything, because now I can't ask my grandma. But she was a beautiful soul, and when we all leave, I would want it to be like this. Of course, I would have wanted her to leave sooner, like she wanted to. It was too long, like she was just bedridden at the end, which is not nice like for her. But she was surrounded by all the people she loved, and she had so many, like she had given so much, and like there's nothing more you could ask for. She had all these grandchildren and like great grandchildren, like what more can you ask for than like this? Like it's just precious, you know. So I'm really happy for her to have her rest and to be with my grandfather. And She lost twin boys when they were just a few days old, so now she's with them as well. So yeah, we should just now get to the end of the video. Okay, so I don't think we're missing anything. I just put the Palmolive shower gel on this note because I am reusing the bottle. We have one of the Essence Hydro fixing sprays that I love. This completely empty sunscreen that I would repurchase. Essence concealer. I don't think I would repurchase this because I just prefer others, but it's a nice cheap option. I think I would maybe repurchase it as a like light foundation, like a travel foundation, because it's cheap. The rest of the glycolic acid that I put in here because I was using the other bottle for another purpose, so this would be a whole thing of glycolic acid. So yeah, 5 items. I mean, these are all items that took a while. Like this, and this. These are like heavy hitters, so. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss February's update. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!